Magazine editor and tastemaker Diana Vreeland herself was certainly never boring. In 1955, her new apartment needed a bold and original decor to match. Vreeland worked with close friend and famous New York decorator Billy Baldwin to design the apartment, famously informing him, "I want this place to look like a garden, but a garden in hell." The home that he created was among the most flamboyant and colorful projects of his career and featured in many publications. One tends to think of his interiors as carefully tailored, but also comfortable and welcoming. He took a considered approach to proportion and scale and was influenced English country house traditionalism. He was also an admirer of Madeleine Casting and shared with her a penchant for the unexpected and intriguing juxtapositions of materials, patterns, periods, and colors. Baldwin's work was immaculately thought through but never dull. Diana Vreeland's apartment was anything but dull, with a living room dominated by flaming floral reds and a riot of pattern that continued into the bedroom and other parts of the home. I knew what that meant. Red, the designer wrote in his 1974 memoir, Billy Baldwin Remembers. I raced home with yards and yards of it, and we covered the whole room. Walls, curtains, furniture, the works. Baldwin discovered the tree of life fabric that dominates the sitting room on a buying trip to Spain, and much of the furniture was chosen or designed to tie in with it. The result appears much boozier than others of his interiors, but is held together by an ordered logic. It soon became one of the most famous spaces in Manhattan. When we look at the interior design design is completely blood red. Scarlet chintz fabric covered with brilliant Persian flowers draped the room, piles of patterned red pillows, which were made by Vreeland, a thick scarlet carpet, and a mix of red accessories completed the monochromatic look. The painted black leather screen in front of the living room bookshelves and the wooden clamshell and the Chippendale chair that has a needlepoint seat accompanying these red pieces. Intensive use of fabrics and complementary wooden items have made this space even warmer. However, the white bookcase, oversized marble sculptures, and white motifs on the fabrics are contrasting elements that will give people a little breathing space in this area. This material and color palette applies to almost every part of the house. Only in the bedroom, the color palette leaves itself to blue instead of red. Therefore, this area has a cold and calm atmosphere, in contrast to the warm atmosphere in other parts of the house. This is due to the needs of the bedroom. Moreover, the bed, originally designed by Siri Malgam, is reflected in a Louis XVI mirror over the dressing table. All in all, in this design, Vreeland used bold colors, contrasting patterns, and eclectic furniture to create a very unique space. Considering all its features, the biggest feature that attracted me to this project was the garden in hell. Turns out to be neither remotely hellish nor particularly horticultural. But quite aside from the flamboyant scarlet flowered cotton of the walls and curtains of the living room, there is undeniably an abundance of the color red. Red carpets, red lacquered doors, closet linings, and picture frames, and this situation creates theatrical space that Vreeland wanted, I think. It is also important to remember that this design is not only a house but also a stage for a show. You can see that while watching the 2006 movie Infamous.